So you've got a few poi tricks and maybe even a few transitions underneath your belt, but you just can't figure out how all these poi gods on Instagram and Facebook are pulling off these really rapid combos. Well, this is the video for you. Drex here from DrexFactor.com with a new combo for the month of March. Maybe a little controversial, but I'm going to call this a beginner combo. The reason being that none of the individual tricks in it is that terribly hard, but the challenge here is going to be getting through them in a rapid fashion. So this one is not going to be as dancey, and that's totally on purpose. I want to use this combo as a way to get some of you beginners out there moving through your tricks much more rapidly. For this month's combo, you're going to need the following tricks underneath your belt: archer weaves, air wraps, spiral wraps, crossers, and in-spin throws. You can find a playlist of tutorials that I've done on all these tricks down in the description of this video or up in the cards if you happen to be watching it on YouTube. I'm going to show you the combo at full speed, then break it down piece by piece and show it to you again in slow motion. But before I do, make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button as well as the notification bell. This will let you know the next time I drop a new video. Before we dive in, I just want to take a moment to give a shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Dark Monk, Amazing Lights, Flow Toys, Spinballs, and Ultra Poi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can visit them all on the web by following the links down in the description of this video. So I know that it looks like a lot of things just happened there, but don't panic. It's just a bunch of tricks that all happen to overlap on a single transition point along your center line down near your waist. So we're going to start this off with a spiral wrap, and it's going to be a spiral wrap that goes around counterclockwise. Why counterclockwise? Well, because that is my dominant direction of spin. If your dominant direction happens to be counterclockwise, feel free to reverse all the directions. It's up to you. But it's also going to introduce us to a recurring theme throughout this combo, which is every time I come out of a move, my next move is going to be that my right hand goes underneath my left armpit to start up that archer weave fountain, yeah? So it is spiral wrap, and the right hand goes under, and we take both hands over. Cool, so I'm back with my poi going split time same direction around my waist. This is going to introduce a second theme to this combo, which is that whenever my right hand poi goes down towards my feet when both of my hands are down around my waist, that means that I'm about to make a transition. In this case, the transition I'm going to make is that when my poi passes by my feet, I'm going to use that as a moment to start working on this in-spin throw that's going to go over my left arm. I'm really kind of reaching around as though I'm going to wrap the poi around my left arm, but instead I'm going to release it and let it fly over top, yeah? Cool, so once again, when we complete that, the next move is to get the right hand under the left armpit and archer weave fountain all the way up and around our body. Okay, so this time something slightly different is going to happen. As I'm doing the archer weave fountain up and over, I'm going to pretend like I'm going to keep going with it, and I'm going to get into a really interesting position because of that. So as my right hand comes down and around, I'm just going to bring both hands up to my shoulders to enter into a crosser. Really, when you're doing that weave, and you go through the middle point here, you're already in a crosser for a half of a second. You're just making sure that you never bring your arms out of it, right? Cool, so I'm in the crosser. You notice anything about it? Mainly that my right hand is underneath my left? This is something that we've seen before many, many times. In fact, with every transition we've done in this combo so far. So with my right hand underneath my left, I'm going to start off by doing that in-spin throw up and over. I do this when my right hand is in the front side of me. That's when it's facing my audience, right there, yeah? So when that happens, I can just do the toss, and my left hand poi is gonna come out, and I'm gonna open back up. Now, as my right hand poi passes by my feet, that's where I initiate the air wrap. And finally, when it passes by my feet once again, I do a spiral wrap. In fact, two of them back to back, because again, I've got to get back to clockwise. So all that together from the crosser looks like this. As I'm performing the crosser, I wait for the right hand poi to be in front, and I do the in-spin toss, air wrap, and into the spiral wrap. It looks like so much is going on there, but just if you look for that point where the right hand poi is going down and know that you're gonna make a transition there, it's going to make this feel a lot easier. Cool, so we got to both spiral wraps, it was awesome. Now we're gonna do something even trickier. We're gonna go back through all of these moves, but in reverse. So I'm gonna unwrap, I'm going to air wrap, do the throw, wind up in the crosser, and then switch back into the archer weave. How does all of that work? Well, from my spiral wrap right here, my first move as my right hand poi is going down is to go into the air wrap. Again, I've got another moment where the right hand poi is going down, and that's when I reach around to do the throw. Now the cool thing is that as I'm coming out of the throw, I have this opportunity to get my right hand underneath once again, and that's going to be where I initiate the crosser from. You could think of this as almost being that coming out of that in-spin throw, I'm going to like try and get into a 3-beat weave, but abort halfway through so that I just wind up in a crosser position, right? Now to get back out of the crosser, what I'm going to do is as my left hand is coming around in front of me, I'm going to reach it down and around, and that starts off the archer weave for me. I just finish it off by having the two poi stall out to my side like that. So I know that this part near the end just seems super busy, and that's because it is. That's the point. I want to get you guys moving through these tricks really rapidly, and the best way to do that is to pick a bunch of tricks that all overlap on the same point, and then just practice using that point as a way of getting back and forth between them. You could almost imagine as though each of these tricks is a card in a deck. In fact, you can try that at home. Write down the names of each of these tricks and shuffle them up into a little deck. See if you can come through them in a completely different order. Then, you'll have true freedom of movement through all of them. Okay, so here's all of it from the top. We do the spiral wrap, counterclockwise, we come out of it, right hand goes under left, we do the archer weave fountain, up and around, come out of it into an in-spin throw, right hand goes under the left, we do that archer weave fountain all the way around. Air wrap, right hand goes under left, we do the archer weave fountain all the way around, make like we're gonna complete it, but do a crosser instead. We hang out here for 2 beats, and in-spin throw, air wrap, spiral wrap 1, spiral wrap 2. Now let's go through it all again in reverse. Air wrap, in-spin throw, crosser, and we go back into the archer weave fountain, and we just stop it off with a couple of stalls. Cool, that's it. Let's see all that again in slow motion. Cool, so I hope this combo gets you moving through your tricks much faster. If you can, post a video of yourself doing this combo with the hashtag DrexFactorPoi on Instagram. I would love to see your version of this combo. If you're just starting off and need to get more tricks under your belt, you should check out my Spin Poi Like a Rockstar series. You can sign up for this course by heading over to DrexFactor.com and filling out the form on the front page of my website. You'll get 12 of my best lessons delivered to your inbox over the course of a few weeks. Learn at your own pace and completely for free. Thanks so much for watching. If you got anything out of this video, please leave a like and subscribe to help my channel grow. Special thanks to all of my awesome supporters on Patreon. You guys are the ones that make these videos possible. If you're not a current backer and would like to sign up to support the work that I do, please go to patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi. Thanks again, and peace.